Right, my lovely Libras, 2025. This is your Tarot and Oracle reading, good for all Libra placements. So I did pull some Astral Oracle to get us started off camera. I got Vesta Hearth, card number 32 from the Astral Oracle. Some of you guys could be 32 years old. I am also getting Life Path 5 for some of you. Secondly, I got Juno Partnership, card number 31. So 31 and 32 come right after each other, obviously. So 31 and 32 could be like ages that are particularly important for you, but those could also be other significant numbers in your life. We also have the fourth house home, card number 42. So 42 could also be significant. I think there is a major emphasis on home life in the year of 2025, as well as partnership and or marriage. Some of you could be meeting a divine partnership in 2025. Also, some of you guys could be getting married or getting into a long-term relationship. Juno was the wife of Jupiter, and coincidentally, we do a Jupiter at the bottom of the astro deck. You guys know I read that as subconscious energy. So I do feel like this is a soul contract or a soulmate nonetheless in 2025 that you are connected to in some capacity. There could also be changes in home life. So some of you guys are moving in with a partner. Some of you guys are moving locations. I also feel like there's a lot of introspective work or internal emotional work that is going to be prevalent for you in 2025. So let's dive further into the reading, guys. Don't forget to go subscribe to my YouTube and follow my Instagram. TikTok is supposed to be being banned here in the United States on January 19th. So just be sure to follow my YouTube for most of my content and follow my Instagram as well. All right, so let's dive into the tarot here from my lovely Libras. Overall energy for 2025. We have actually Justice card coming out with the Ace of Swords, but Justice is in the reverse. Justice, of course, is the major arcana that's associated with you, Libra. So that's good. I don't like that the Justice card is in the reverse, but we're going to have to clarify this because the Ace of Swords can, of course, indicate some sort of new beginning. Some of you guys are embarking on some sort of field of study. It doesn't necessarily have to be formal education, but it could just be like new information that's very prevalent for you in 2025, some sort of new beginning that's prevalent. But the Ace of Swords in traditional tarot can also indicate some sort of ending. So this might be an ending that initiates some sort of new beginning going into 2025. But I want to clarify why that Justice card is in the reverse. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Usually the Justice card indicates something going in your favor or things being ruled very fairly. So you could have to cut someone or something off in your life because there's some sort of unfairness or an unbalance of energy in some capacity. Some of you guys are realizing that a person in your life is, you know, treating you unfairly and you're cutting them off. What are Libra's blocks and challenges? Oops. Interesting. I'll take note of those, but I'm going to put them back in the deck just because there's too many. The High Priestess was the first one that popped up upright, so I will take this as your blocks and challenges. Now, the High Priestess is Pisces energy, so some of you guys could be connected to a Pisces. I'll get major arcanas at the end of the reading. Lover's card at the bottom of the deck, which is my Twin Flame card with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. But the High Priestess is a very single, spiritual, feminine, it's a dark feminine energy, and she's all about connecting to your intuition. So there could be issues in regards to you listening to your intuition or connecting to your intuition in 2025. But remember that we can use the blocks and challenges as a motivation and ultimately to help us succeed and get what we want. That's why we pull the blocks and challenges in the first place. So we'll clarify in just a moment here. We also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse here. So there is something here about you unblocking your heart chakra that I think is going to help you connect to your intuition, also connecting to your emotional side. Some of you guys could identify as being more logical and analytical, which isn't too far off for Libra energy. I always find Libra energy very interesting because they are an air sign, but they're ruled by Venus. So they're very much about social, like connections with other people. It's all about the other person, and sometimes they can lose themselves in other people. The Ace of Cups is also coming out, so some sort of emotional new beginning or emotional fulfillment. Additional information for Libra in 2025. We have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. That's beautiful. Sometimes I actually associate the Temperance card with Libra energy because it's also about balance. Sometimes the Temperance card can talk about healing. It's divine healing because it's the Archangel Michael card, and it's also seeing things from a third perspective or a third way. Whenever you look at the Temperance card in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, there's always a triangle on the angel's chest, which indicates, you know, the divine trinity. So it's not just black and white, it's looking at things from a higher perspective. So there might be something in 2025 that you need to look at from an outside, unbiased, spiritual, divine perspective. What is Libra's advice for 2025 here? Too many here. Libra's advice. The the Ace of Wands, so more new beginning energy. This is a passionate new beginning. And then we have the King of Wands, fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius could be significant. We also have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Death card and the Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be ending something, as we talked about in the beginning, with your overall energy being the Ace of Swords. But with that Death card with the King of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, some of you guys are leaving a place of employment that no longer emotionally fulfills you. Others of you are cutting something off with a water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It doesn't have to be, you know, an actual water sign. They could just have a water sign placement or embody that energy. So this could be a family member, a friend, a lover. It could be all of the above. Well, it's going to be different for each and every one of you Libras. So let's go ahead and clarify, what is this Ace of Swords and Justice card in the reversed? So the Eight of Swords in the reversed and the Page of Swords. Interesting. For some reason, I feel like there's almost a secretive energy. Either you feel like someone's being a little bit secretive with you, or being biased towards you, or unfair with you, or justice wasn't on your side. You felt a little bit trapped, so you're trying to release yourself from this restriction. Ace of Swords is always about cutting something off because it is the element of swords. And we have that clarified by the Eight of Swords, which the Eight of Swords is really self-imposed limitations of the mind, but you can feel like you're in a prison to some extent. So you're using your logical mind and your decision-making abilities in order to remove yourself from that and release yourself from that trapped feeling. The Page of Swords is usually some sort of communication or some sort of message. It can also indicate people that could be either spying on you from the past or gossiping about you, slandering you in some way. So for some of you, this could be a place of employment. It could also be an ex-lover. Some of you guys recently got divorced or are getting divorced, and you meet somebody new in 2025. Why is the High Priestess in the blocks and challenges? We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have three aces so far here, so that's beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles is really an energy of some sort of new beginning in the tangible 3D realm. So I do feel like that is available to you in 2025, but there's something here about connecting to your intuition and listening to what God and the divine are speaking to you in order to have that new beginning, that new stable beginning. You know, I always mention that Earth is it's the slowest moving element, because Pentacles or Earth energy is very dense energy, right? So it takes a little bit longer. It's a little bit slower, but it's the most rewarded in the end. Why is the Temperance card an additional information? Something needs to come back into balance for you in 2025. That is an overall message I'm getting. So this could be in your home life, especially with the Hearth and Home Vesta card and the Fourth House card coming out as well. So the Nine of Pentacles, something about your stability, your security, your self-sufficiency. Some of you guys are starting a new place of employment in 2025. Then the High Priestess and the Five of Cups, because you're no longer satisfied with what you're doing, either in relationship or in finance, and it's depressing you. It's making you very sad. You could also have regrets about how you've handled things in the past, but I think connecting to your intuition is going to help balance things out for you and give you the answers that you're seeking. So some of you Libras, this is going to be about a relationship or a long-term relationship that you've been in. Some of you guys, it's going to be about work and finance that's no longer emotionally fulfilling to you. But there's something here about following your passions. Also, fire sign energy could be significant. Clarify this Ace of Wands. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, also using a good balance of logic and intuition. You know, the Queen of Swords, queens are all connected to their intuition, but she's in the reverse. So it's almost like you're leaning too far into your intuition and your psychic abilities, and you're not using your discernment and your logical, intellectual side of your brain. It's like you're leaning too far into it. So we have to find that balance, right? You can't be all psychic ability and intuition or all logic and discernment and intellectual ability. You have to have a good balance of both here in the earthly realm. So remembering that with any decisions moving forward, but most importantly, to follow your passion, follow that spark, what lights your flame, what fuels your fire, and what ultimately brings you back to your truest passions. Whether that's a person, place, or thing. Nine of Cups. There is some sort of wish fulfillment for you in 2025, and there is emotional fulfillment, and that emotional fulfillment will come when you're not looking for it outside of yourself. That emotional fulfillment is going to come from within. So just remember that. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, but also don't be afraid to use your discernment and your logical brain when making important decisions about your future, because I feel like there is some sort of new stable beginning that's available to you. Lots of new beginning energy for you in 2025. The South Node is finally leaving your sign. So hallelujah for you Libras, right? But that's all I have for you Libra. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Personal readings at the link in my bio. I love you.